All right, so I was getting ready to start on this front end and get these upper and lower control arms replaced on this Jeep. And I went to remove this stabilizer bar. Oh, sorry, step out of the way. This stabilizer bar with the bend in it right here. Well, I couldn't get up into it to get the cotter pin, or whatever you want to call them, out of the castle nut. So I just ended up using a grinder and cutting this end until it came off there. Then I realized that it's a tapered end and was like, oh crap, I can't get that out. So this bracket, that's where that stabilizer bar was attached, was up in there. But this bracket is up on your Jeep in the frame right here. I went to take it out and where is it? There it is. Broke one of the bolts off. Broke that bolt off trying to get it off. There's 2 bolts here and then 2 nuts there that hold this bracket on. Broke that one off, so I took my little torch like this and I heated up the second nut and it came loose easily. I should have did that with the first one, didn't even think about it. So now I'm gonna have to drill that out and put a nut and bolt in there to put the bracket back on. The reason that these broke, let me show you here. What did I do with that? There it is. The reason these broke is 22 years of rust. There's only about 2/3 of the bolt left. Yeah, that's not good. That's how much how much of the rust had eaten away at the bolt over 22 years of being in there. So I'm not gonna put this back in. That is too weak for what we're doing here. I'll have to go get 2 new bolts for it. Okay, so if you can picture this, this is the bracket. The stabilizer bar was up in it like that. I had to unbolt the bracket. Like I said, I finally got it off there. I drilled this hole into it so I could stick a pin in there, or a punch to be able to drive out the tip. I finally was able to get the castle nut off after I got it out, and I just stuck a here like this through there and was able to drive the rest of that out. It was the only way I could figure out to get that dang thing off there. Anyway, now that I got that, I needed to get that out of the way. 1, I'm gonna replace it, and 2, it gives me access to those upper control arms and the bushings that I gotta replace up in there. So I'm gonna do a little cleanup and continue forward with changing those out. So got the first one out on the driver's side. The only thing that sucks about the upper ones, that's why I'm doing them first, because they're the hard ones, that these bushings for this goes in like this. That's the rear of the vehicle, this is the front of the vehicle. The hard part is that the bushings that go up here are mounted to the axle. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get those out of there next. This is why you only do one at a time. My axle twisted on me, so I couldn't get this bolt to line up. I hooked a come along here. We ran it to the transmission cross member with a chain. Through there. I tried to ratchet strap, it wasn't nearly strong enough. I had to use the come along. And then I had to come along it that's pretty tight. It was hard to do. To pull the top of the axle, because it twisted forward on the top of it when I pulled that out. So to get the bolt in, that's what it took. I had to come along at the top back so that the bolt hole would line up. And if I would have taken the other one out on the other side, who knows what would have happened. So that's, only do one at a time. It's probably your safest bet. So now all I gotta do, I got the bolts in, anti-seize on everything, and just gotta tighten it all up now. Do the other side. So 5 hours later or something like that, I just got the upper ones in. Both of them are done, and I haven't started on the bottom ones yet. Those are going to be next. So I'm already tired. Look at this mess. This is big mess. This is the only way to do it, guys. You're in for a fight, and you're not going to have any fun. That's all I can say. So you know, I discovered this after the fact, but it's like a tensioner on this. These two bolts on the back. They go. See, there's the bolt holes. It's adjustable. These were tightened down all the way, so release these and then do your side. Can't park okay, other than one of these, it's just, there's studs. It broke off, so I just went ahead and drilled it out. I'm gonna stick a bolt in it. There went a day of my life to get it done. Good luck, guys. Be safe out there. I'll see you next time.